Mr. Bin Laden. It seems we have another issue. It seems we discovered the real plan, the real plot. Now see, most Americans think that you and the Council of Foreign Relations is playing chess. But truth be told, y'all is a bunch of socialist, Marxist, communist bastards, and you're playing backgammon. Yes, you're playing political backgammon. I know the code, I know the secret. Anyway, see, we knew this plan was coming after 9/11. We just didn't know exactly how it was going to work out. Nobody really anticipated your presidency, Mr. Bin Laden. But that's just the way it goes, you know. Trickery runs pretty deep in high places, thanks to the Clintons. But anyway, we know you blew up the oil rig, okay? There's just no getting around it. There's just no getting around the fact that 11 Russian spies got shipped back to Russia less than 2 weeks after that oil rig got blown up and 11 people mysteriously died. Okay? There's just no getting around the fact that the Democrat Party and the environmentalist, communist wackos shut down all of the oil drilling in America. And there's just no getting around that y'all bombed the coal mines, okay? No getting around it. So, we have a dilemma now. What are we going to do? There's no getting around the fact that Janet Napolitano and all your other cronies and all your other whack-off jerks went to the Middle East about 3 weeks before this big old eruption took place in Egypt. We know what the plan is. Y'all have stated it. We've got recordings. We've got tapes. We've got written statements saying how the Brotherhood is going to confiscate all the oil, all the resources, all the farms, everything. We got it all, okay? There's just no getting around it, alright? We know the plan is to make out like it's a peaceful revolution in Egypt, get Mubarak to step down, and then what's going to happen is you're going to shut down the oil to America, which is basically going to leave us with nothing. Now, we know that the Council of Foreign Relations, the Trilateral Commission, and the Bilderbergs are all involved in it. They can't be successful unless America falls. And they've appointed you because they know that you'll do it because they have the dirt on you being involved in 9/11. Now, that's okay and all, but we have a serious dilemma now. What's going to happen? Now, once that happens, we know that y'all are going to, instill the union uprising in America and go all hog wild and crazy like a bunch of jerks that you are over here. And we're not really all about it. We know that you're going to try blaming the Tea Party, the Independents, the Republicans, the Constitutionalists, and the Christians. We already know it's coming. So, what are we going to do about this? How are we going to head it off at the pass? I think it's time for you to resign, sir. I mean, I'm just asking you nicely. Why don't you just quit? Collect your unemployment check, go on home, just disappear into the wind, and nothing will happen. Think about it. It'll all just go away as long as you quit. And you can leave it up to Joe Biden to handle the situation. We already know Joe Biden's got a leash on you so tight, you can't even take a whiz without anybody knowing about it. I mean, what else are we going to do here? We know what's coming in the near future. Why don't you just quit, sir? Just resign. Just quit. I mean, we're asking you nicely. It's no big deal. Just quit. You and all your czars, just quit. Just leave. Leave it up to Joe Biden and John Boehner, the two little buddies over there. Let them handle it for the next 2 years till the next election. By that time, the political party that Tupac Shakur tried to start before he was killed by the Clintons and the Gores, Maybe they'll join with the Tea Party and it'll actually be a real American party in America instead of something being run by George Soros and the Council of Foreign Relations. Maybe the blacks and the whites in America need to stand up for themselves in America and run all y'all bastards up. So my recommendation to you, and I'm just asking, I'm not telling you, I'm not giving you orders. After all, you are the president, Mr. Bin Laden. I'm just a nobody. I'm just a bum. I'm a bum who won't collect unemployment or collect state funds. I might ask my friends and family for money when I need it, which is a little bit embarrassing at times, but I've never gone to the government for a check, ever. So I'm just asking you nicely, why don't you just quit? If you don't quit, here's what's going to happen. You're going to be tied to 9/11 so damn deep that you're going to be one of the jumpers off the Twin Towers. You understand what I'm saying? It's just you're already tied into it so deep. We got the pictures of you posing as Bin Laden. Most of us already know that there ain't even no such thing as Bin Laden. You want to know the truth, sir? You know how you got the name Obama? You took your name Osama and you drew a $sign and it turned into a B at some point in time. Now, we all know this. Now, when you want that information to hit the streets, you just go ahead and you keep on going. Keep working for George Soros and the Trilateral Commission. You keep doing it. Eventually the information's going to hit the streets that Osama and Obama's the same one. The only difference is the $sign. O$AMA. American Muslim Association. Alright? I'm just asking you nicely, why don't you just quit? I mean, after all, it was you that said 3 days ago that you were going to stay out of Egypt. And then 2 days ago you say you're taking credit for asking the man to step down. I don't really want any credit for asking you to step down. In fact, I'd like you to just volunteer to quit. Leave it up to Joe Biden, John Boehner, the JBs, the BJs. Leave it up to the BJs, the JBs. And then the whole system will come down and it won't be your fault. Either way, it's going to come down. This has got to end sometime. This communist movement's going to end either nicely or violently, and I'm hoping it ends nicely. So I recommend, if you don't want to be tied to 9/11, which you're already tied to it, so, I mean, look. In 1998, I was less than a quarter mile away from you when the whole conversation went down about how to take down the towers. I was there during the conversation about how the Million-Man March was to take place to show a sign of solidarity with the Middle Easterners who were supposed to be the suicide bombers to fly the planes in the 9/11. I was there. I was less than a quarter mile away from you for about 3 years. It's just no getting around it, sir. I mean, it was either a guy that looked identical to you or it was you. Now, I don't really know because, to tell you the truth, I was just a youngster that happened to be at the right place at the right time or the wrong place at the wrong time. But either way, I was there. I was there when the hit list was passed around saying when the Twin Towers were coming down that it was up to 2 converts to take, or up to 1 convert to take out 2 non-converts the day the towers came down. I was there. I heard it. It was issued by Mr. Farrakhan himself. Well, at least that's what they told me. And to tell you the truth, this is all hearsay and it don't mean anything. But that's what I heard. And I'm going to go to my grave with that story. I believe it. Because I heard it in 1997 or 1998. It's been about 13 years. But either way, the information's going to come out. I mean, it just has to. It's just been too long now. So, why don't you just resign, sir? Just quit. Give it to the 2 buddies that want it anyway. Tell your Muslim Brotherhood buddies this. 13. Scouts honor and fuck off.